Hi everyone, this is Erin Stelter, and this is my video 1 for week 3 of Comm3433. The area of content creation that I would like to be in is pretty close to the one I'm already in. I love working in higher ed. I've worked in higher ed for the last little over 10 years, and I hope that I retire from higher ed. I do some graphic design now. I was hired to do much more graphic design than I actually get to do. I've been spread a little thin over the last couple years. So my preference would be to go back to doing almost 100% graphic design as my form of content creation. And what I prefer to do is creating publications for higher ed. And I'm fortunate I get to kind of do many different types of publications. I get to do some for like middle school and high school kids, so those I have a little more creative outlet there. And then I also get to do more kind of serious pieces like our annual report, and then we do legislator sheets for that we provide to the legislators in the House and the Senate based on what's happening in their district in higher ed. And so I really enjoy all those things, and I would like to get to do more of them. And I would also like to have more creative control, because I think a lot of times my boss and my boss's bosses are typically older white men, which there's nothing wrong with that, but they don't necessarily have their thumb on the pulse of what middle school and high school kids enjoy design-wise. And maybe I don't either. I'm about to turn 37, so I'm probably getting past that point myself, but I feel like I'm a little closer to it than they are. So, and what medium? As I said, I like print. Obviously, that's kind of going to the wayside. But I enjoy, like, when we're working on a publication, getting to go do a press check at the printer shop and smelling the ink, and you get to hold, you know, your finished product in your hand. But second to that, what's more realistic is doing digital publications, and those are fun too. And I also, when I do digital publications, get to work on the accessibility side of that as well, making sure that they are accessible to anyone viewing them online. So if someone has a disability, like they're deaf, we make it so that like a video would have closed captioning at the bottom. And if they're blind, then you know, there should be audio, or on, like, if it's a text publication, you make it accessible so a screen reader can read what's in the text on the page and what the images are and that sort of thing, so that anyone can kind of have a similar, or not similar, but equal experience viewing your publication in whatever manner they can. So I like both sides of that, and I'd like to get to do a little bit. That's what I'd like to focus in on and have a little bit more creative control, and kind of get out of some of the other things. I do a lot of our social media now, and actually that's not my preference. I'm not crazy about being on the social media all the time. I don't have a Facebook account and myself, and don't want one. And people are getting more and more unpleasant, and so I would just assume be out of that aspect of it. But that's what they pay me to do right now, so I do it. But anyway, this was a really interesting topic, and I really look forward to hearing what you guys have in mind. So hope everyone's having a good evening. Thanks. Bye.